Well, we had a solid year last year, and certainly we were disappointed with our 1 and 2 showing in the regional. But similar to our 010 team coming back for our 011 National Championship team, we have a lot more returners this year. Last year was a very new team. Even though we had a lot of junior college guys, it was very new. This year we have a lot more guys back on the pitching staff, as well as some sprinkled through the position players. And I think that leadership and experience has helped a lot with our progress through the fall. You know, we have Jake Stevens back, Kevin Peters that got injured last year. So he's going through the rehab process all fall. He'll be good to go come January. Kevin Peters had some impingement. We've gotten through that. He's had a very good fall. Obviously, we have Bobby Parker back that tied the conference record and school record for saves with 14. That's very big. We also have Drew Bryson back that was huge in the relief role about midway through the season with some injuries, forced to go into the rotation, did an outstanding job, had a shutout in the conference tournament as well as beat #1 Tampa in the regional.
You know, it really feels good coming out here this fall, get back in the swing of things, especially after the disappointment of last year, coming close and kind of falling short. New group of guys, always good to know, get to know new people and really see what everybody can do this year. And I really think we got a lot of team chemistry, a lot of good talent, we got a lot of depth in the pitching. We got a lot of guys that can really play ball.
But we did mix in some very quality pitchers, and I say quality pitchers instead of good arms, because these guys have great pitchability. Diane Rodriguez, a transfer from Manatee Community College, we look for him to be in the rotation. Austin Southall, transfer from Chipola Junior College, look for him to be in the rotation.
I always got to hit every day, because that's probably the toughest thing to do. And then ground balls, you take them when you can, and then pitching, you kind of go day on, day off there, because you got to take it easy on the arm and everything, But yeah, it's a grind.
We also have Matt Rodriguez, a transfer from Central Florida Community College. He's doing a nice job this fall, as well as Vaughn Winder that you mentioned. He's a reliever out of Chattahoochee Valley. We've got some strong relief in the backside of the bullpen, along with Justin Chambers, a transfer from Enterprise State. These guys are going to strengthen our bullpen with some great stuff, but also have good pitchability. It's going to be some strong competition for our top 4 or 5. Garrett Flynn's back as our returning starting catcher. He's had an excellent fall, and we look for his leadership to continue. He's done a great job with that. Mikey Tomlinson, who shared some time back and forth at third base as a true freshman, we look for him to solidify the third base position. We also have Dustin Salmon back that had a solid year, batted over 300 in the outfield.
Fall ball is important this snow, so we all get used to each other and figure out what we got. I'm looking forward to it. Got a lot better pitchers this year. A lot of young kids are going to step up and help us out.
We also have 2 returning seniors in Max St. Hilaire, as well as Andrew Rodriguez. They had a struggle junior year. They've been working their tail off. We look for those guys to compete for the starting jobs out there, and those guys have done a great job in showing the work ethic that we're looking for. The new guys that we're looking to make impacts is also guys that we know that are going to be guys we need down the stretch run. And Barlow, second baseman we brought in from Chipola Junior College, as well as Josh Allen, transfer shortstop from Manatee Community College. Clifton Covington, a first baseman transfer from Alabama Southern Community College. Those guys we look to have big impacts for us in the infield. We also have Alex Green, that was a redshirt last year, freshman playing shortstop. He's done a nice job. We have a local player, Chase Kiefer, that was hitter of the year in the Pensacola area and all that, and he's done a nice job. He's got some speed and athleticism. So we've got depth there as well. And the competition is critical to push the guys to the level we need them to play at. We're going to need all that depth. We also have Bagdown, a transfer from Florida International at third base that's competing with Mikey Tomlinson over there at third. So we have about 2 at every position, which is what you're looking for. We also have a freshman catcher, Kyle Hamner, that's had a great fall. We look for him to back up Flynn a little bit, and he's going to have to catch some innings. And so we like our position play. We just have to make sure we do the little things to produce runs, and I think they're all buying into that. Well, first of all, Kent Morgan provides all the motivation our players need. They find out real quick how important that weight training program that they do for us. They're an extension of the baseball coaching staff. They handle their own program. It's been great. I think this is Kent's 4th year, and there's been absolutely no doubt he's made a major impact on our program as well as other programs in the athletic department. But he sets the tone for them in there. They're going to come in there and get after it. There's not going to be any days where they're going to be able to let off. but the power, the speed, the explosiveness, and all the detailed things that they do in there has been huge for our program. It's also a great team building time for those guys, and they're in there 3 to 4 days a week, and Kent's done an outstanding job, and that's why when we won the national championship in 2011, he was just as deserving of a ring as anybody in our program. Yeah, well, the end of the Fall World Series, we call it the Blue-Green World Series. Many programs do it, a lot of D1 programs. It's really nothing new, but what it does do is try to end the fall on a positive, competitive note, where we have a draft, split the teams up as evenly as possible. When you do that, you're able to see most of all your players play. But the Blue-Green World Series really brings a competitive nature, and we do a best of 5, and we'll start that Thursday. And it's just a great way for the guys to get after it, set the tone, play like we're going to try to play in the spring as much as possible. We kind of set back, let our assistant coaches do the coaching, and it's more of an evaluation thing. And again, it's a great ending for them to take the reins, take control of their own destiny, understand what we're trying to accomplish, and hopefully that carries over into the spring season.